Welcome back into the radio booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera as we are back into league action tonight at home as the Lady Knights play host to southeast of Saline in a huge, crucial league game. Both teams sitting at 2-3 in league play. Sacred Heart coming off a big win on the road in Hillsboro, defeating Mound Ridge in the Trojan Classic Championship game in a thriller 47-41. The Knights came out to play, defeating the number 9 ranked team in Class 2A, the number 6, and the championship round, the number 1 team defeating them. Sacred Heart jumps up in the polls according to the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association. February 3rd rankings came out. In Class 2A, Sacred Heart sitting at number 6. In Class 3A, southeast of Saline is sitting at number 6 as well, respectively. Sacred Heart taking the first game of the series out at southeast of Saline and gypsum 47-45 in a game where Addie Lee led the way. She finished with 18 in that one, and Eden Sharpton really got utilized down low under the basket. She had 12 in that contest. For southeast of Saline, they were missing Abigail Pearson, a player that came back after that loss from injury, and they now sit at an 8-win streak. Reagan Duran led the way. She finished with 20 in that contest. Abigail did not get the chance to play, but she is back in uniform and will get the start tonight for Coach Shauna Smith. League standings go as followed as of today. Beloit 10-4 overall. They sit as 6-1 overall in league play. Their one loss coming from Sacred Heart in Beloit last week. Sacred Heart at number 2. They sit at 14-3 overall, 5-1 in league play. Behind them, southeast of Saline, 13-3 overall, 5-2 in league play. Ellsworth sits at 9-4 overall, 4-3 in league play. Minneapolis sitting behind them, 8-7 overall, 4-4 in league play. Republic County sitting at 4-12 overall, 1-7 in league play. Their one win coming from Lions, and sitting at the bottom of the league standings, Lions sits at 2-14 overall, 0-7 in league play. Beloit traveling to Republic County tonight to take on the Lady Buffaloes. Ellsworth playing host to Lions, and Minneapolis on bye this week as the Lady Knights will close out the week on the road in Minneapolis on a Friday. The Trojans, under the direction of Shauna Smith, entering her 10th season at the helm of this Lady Knights program. And she'll start a 5'2" sophomore in Reese Heinrich. She averages 8.3 points, 2.4 rebounds, and 2.6 assists on the season. The leading scorer and leading sharer of the ball, Kaya Samuelson, she averages 12.3 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 3.1 assists on the season. She's a 5'7", sophomore. As a freshman last year, she had 21 points in this game, in this facility. A shooter that can be stealthy from beyond the arc. A 5'7" senior in Sutton Douglas. She averages 6.2 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 0.8 assists on the season. Leads the team in boards. Reagan Duran, a 5'5" junior, a huge contributor to the game at southeast of Saline in the defeat to Sacred Heart, 47-45. Duran finished with a 20. In her 16th start of the season, she averages 6.9 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 1.9 assists on the season. And in her 9th start of the season, Abigail Pearson coming back. She stands at 5'7". She's a senior. Averages 8 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 2.6 assists on the season. She's had 20 points 3 different games this year. She had 20 at Republic County. She had 20 against Minneapolis and 20 at Beloit. Southeast of Salina averages 52.7 points per game, allowing opponents just to 32.6. So Sacred Heart, a team averaging a 54.4 on the season. Coach Carl Hines has his Knights setting really, really well at this part of the season on a 5-game win streak. Their loss coming back in January 16th at Ellsworth. They lost that one 53-45. Coach Hines in his 5th season at the helm on a 5-game win streak, coming off the Trojan Classic Championship, beating the number 1 ranked Class 2A team, Mound Ridge, 47-41. Excited to get back into league play and take the number 1 spot potentially in the NCAA league tonight. A 5'4" junior in Addie Lee, she'll get the start leading the team in points. She averages 14.3, 3.3 rebounds, and 2.9 assists on the season. Skylar Douglas getting her 16th start of the season. She averages 13.9 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 2.9 assists on the season. Nicole Richards, a 5'8" senior, averaging 3.9 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 2.3 assists on the season. Eden Sharpton averages 7 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 0.6 assists on the season. And rounding out the starting lineups for Sacred Heart, Emmy Lee, a 5'4" freshman, averaging 11.9 points, 3 rebounds, and leading the team in assists and steals. She averages 3.8 assists, and 3.4 steals on the season. Tonight's game brought to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine. Sacred Heart in their home whites, Southeast of Saline in their away purples. As Duran and Sharpton at the center logo to jump and get things started in this huge league shootout tonight from Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart will win the tip. Emmy Lee, the freshman, gets it, hands it off to Addie. She hustles into the left wing, feeding it down to Eden. Eden losing the handle, kicking it back out to Addie. Addie still having that knee brace as Skylar Douglas, corner right 3 off. Rebounded by the Lady Trojans. Southeast moving it down the court quickly as Reese Heinrich gets it in front of the Sacred Heart bench. And Skylar Douglas called with a quick foul. Just 23 seconds in. Coach not pleased with that one as Douglas picks up her first. And Southeast of Saline moving it into the left side. Durand cannot control it. And the Lady Trojans turn it over for the first time tonight. Addie Lee gets the inbound, hustles it across the center line, drives it down the center of the lane, taking it to the hoop. As she hits the ground, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And Southeast of Saline, Abigail Pearson picking up her first. And the one they are not wanting to send to the line, Addie Lee, she averages 73% from the free throw line, though misses her first. Definitely one of their better free throw shooters from the line. Knocks down 1 of 2, and the Lady Knights on the board first tonight. 1-0, it sits, 7:20 left to go in the first. Pearson hustling, driving it to the right side, kicks it off to Heinrich. Duran top of the key. Pearson wide open right-handed 3. Keeps it, feeds it down, that's to Samuelson, and Samuelson gets the Lady Trojans on the board quickly. 2-1, Emmy Lee moves it down the court quickly, moving it to the right. Douglas has it. Douglas drives it inside, kicks it back out to Lee. Richards now with it. Addie backs it up, takes it inside, kicks it out to Douglas into the left wing. Sharpton gets the feed, post up, takes the shot, it's off. Duran with the board for Southeast of Saline. She'll take it down. Douglas steals it away, pokes it into the hands. That's Southeast of Saline trying to get things back. Reagan Duran nearly poking it out on the far side. As it'll stay into the hands of the Lady Knights. 6.5 left to go. Addie Lee gets it into the back court. Moving it back into the front. Kicks it off to the left-hand side to Emmy. Skylar now with it. Skylar coming off a huge midseason tournament for the Lady Knights. Douglas gets the feed down low, post up, nice little jumper, goes. And the senior, Skyler, getting on the board for the first time tonight. The Lady Knights take back the lead. It's 3-2, 6 minutes left to go in the first. Samuelson kicks it to Duran, wide open shot, rattles in, and nobody home for Sacred Heart. Southeast of Saline just barely laid it in, and they changed the lead. They now lead by 1. Addy has something to say. A left-hand three off. Sharpton with the rebound. Sharpton kicks it back out. Douglas a three. Why not? Yes! Skylar Douglas knocks down from deep. And the Lady Knights now lead by 2, 6-4. Just under 5.5 left to go in the first. Duran again kicks it across the lane. Samuelson an open three on the way. Off the iron, rebounded by Douglas for Sacred Heart. Douglas kicks it down the court to Addy. Addy drives. Loses the handle. Shot was up. No foul as the ball goes out on Sacred Heart. Pearson will kick it in for Southeast of Saline. Samuelson gets it across, being guarded by Lee. Douglas takes it for Southeast of Saline. And it was all Sutton Douglas on that one as it's all tied up 6-6. 4:50 left to go in the first. Addy kicks it off to Emmy. Emmy quickly moving it back around to the right-hand side. Richards a three on the way, knocks it down from deep. Lady Knights, second three of the first quarter. Duran feeding it down to Douglas again for Southeast. Her shot doesn't go. Richards with the rebound. Emmy, the freshman, quickly moves it down the court, kicks it off into the right wing to Addy. Emmy gets the handle back. Is fouled at the baseline. Reese Heinrich charged with her first personal. Four 16 left to go in the first. 9-6 the score. The Lady Knights on top. Nicole will throw it in for Sacred Heart from the inbound. Emmy gets the top of the key, drives it in, kicks it out to Addy. A right-handed three on the way. Off. She's not pleased with that shot attempt. Yes, Southeast will take it back over. 4:10 left to go in the first. Samuelson crosses the center line, hustles it down into the center, backs it back out. Moves it into the right-hand wing. Duran with it, left-hand side. Southeast utilizing left to right. Heinrich, baseline, kicks it out. Tipped, they call. Last touched by Sacred Heart. As the Lady Trojans will inbound it on the far side. Pearson gets the inbound, moves it around to the right. Duran gets the feed down low, can't shoot. Shot poked out by Douglas. And a foul called. Late foul, really, as Douglas picks up a quick 2. 5 points and 2 fouls for the senior. As Reagan Duran will go to the line to shoot 2. Knocks down her first. Coach wanting a little clarification on that one. Reagan Duran, a 54% free throw shooter on the season, goes 1 for 2. Richards gets that rebound, kicks it off to Addy. Addy moving it down the court quickly, kicks it off to Douglas. Douglas drives it out to Emmy. Emmy feeds it down to Eden. Eden back out to Addy. Addy thinks about the three. Keeps it and kicks it off to Emmy. Emmy drives it down in the lane. Stuck, kicks it out to Nicole. Another three. That's short. Poked out and saved by Southeast of Saline. Heinrich kicks it in. Douglas nearly poking it out. Taryn Getz checking in. She gets it. As Kaya Samuelson called with the walk. Southeast of Saline turning it over for the third time in this first quarter, 9-7 the score as Charlotte Knopf will check back in for Southeast of Saline for the first time. Knopf, a 6'1" senior, checking in for Southeast of Saline. Emmy kicks it into the right wing. Addie juking and jiving, kicks it off to Emmy. Right-hand side, shot off the iron. Douglas gets the offensive board. Addie kicks it to Nicole. Nicole, another three. Yes, sir! Nicole Richards knocks down another from deep. As the Lady Knights now lead 12-7. 2:34 left to go in this first quarter. Getz wants an answer. Her shot off, rebounded by Douglas. Douglas drives it down the court herself, takes it in the right-hand side, stuck at the baseline, brings it back out, trying to force it to Emmy, and Reese Heinrich steals it away for Southeast of Saline. Heinrich has it left-hand side, stuck with it, kicks it off to Knopf. Knopf sets the screen, Duran runs around it, loses the handle, kicks it back to Knopf, and Knopf kicking it off the glass. She gets her 2 points on that one. As the Lady Knights still have the lead by 3, 12-9. Emmy, top of the key, drives it, stuck, kicks it back out to her sister Addie. Minute 45 left to go in the first. Richards feeds it to Sharpton. Sharpton post up on Knopf, shoots over Knopf and hits it. Nice shot selection, nice effort by the junior in Eden Sharpton as Heinrich loses the handle, loses her footing, and turns it over for the 4th time. Great hustle by Emmy Lee, trying to get the steal out. As Pearson checks back in for Southeast of Saline, Holly Bonilla, the senior for Sacred Heart, checks in for her. Addie takes it across the center line, top of the key, hands it off to Emmy. Emmy drives around Addie, feeds it back to Sharpton. Sharpton back out. Emmy has it top of the key. Now Bonilla. Right wing, stuck with it, kicks it to Sharpton. Southeast making it difficult for anything to work, and a whistle blown as Addie drives down into the lane. Taryn Getz charged with her first personal. Minute 10 left to go in the first quarter, 14-9 the score. Sacred Heart on top. Nicole Richards will kick it in for the Lady Knights. Kicks it in, top of the key to Emmy. Emmy takes it back down, hands it off to Addie. Minute 5. Addie drives, takes it to the cup, shot off, rebounded by Eden, and the putback goes. Eden now with 4. Addie steals it away from Samuelson. Another turnover. Addie drives it, a whistle blown. And Sacred Heart trying to take early command of this one over League foe in Southeast of Saline as Kaya Samuelson charged with her first personal. 4th team for Southeast. Richards gets it in, hands it off to Sharpton, top of the key. She looks to kick it off. Richards can't get the inbound. Underneath the basket, thrown away as Sutton Douglas tries to answer for Southeast. Duran can't get it, airballs the layup. Sacred Heart trying to take advantage of it. 16-9 the lead. 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Bonilla loses the handle. Addie Lee hustles to save it. 5 turnovers to 2. Southeast has the 5. 16. Addie looks up at the clock, moves it back around, backs it on up, and wants to hold it for one last play. Emmy drives it around Duran, takes it to the cup, kicks it back out to Richards. Richards another 3. Off the side, Duran with the rebound. Samuelson has it, throws it up from basically out of bounds as the buzzer sounds, and Sacred Heart will go into the second quarter leading by 7, 16-9. We'll take a break. Tonight's game brought to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine.
Lily Pad Septic.
Oh, hi. I've got a big night planned for Valentine's Day. Candles, dinner, string quartet, and I'm proposing.
Aw, that's amazing.
Yeah, unless this septic smell ruins it. There's a funk in the yard.
Ugh, you're right to call. Cole.
I'm on it, Callie.
The freakishly fast rock.
Hello, sir. Love is in the air, but so is sulfur.
I was going to pop the question on Valentine's Day.
She'd remember it, but just not for the right reasons. I'll jump in and see what's going on.
Plus,
ask me out for the first time on Valentine's Day.
Well, I hope my proposal goes as well as Cole's did.
Your tank's full, sir, and your drain field's squishy. She deserves a sparkling ring and a clean tank. I've got to tell Callie.
Come home safe, Flush. If you need a flush in a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
LilyPadSeptic.com.
Thank you both. Wish me luck.
Callie, give me a kiss.
So you can turn back into Cole?
Nope, because I love you.
Welcome back into the Salina Regional Sports Medicine Radio booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Sacred Heart steals it away from Southeast of Saline on the inbound. Southeast turning it over right out of the quarter as Emmy Lee knocks it down. Pearson takes it down the court for Southeast, tries to take it to the cup. Her shot off. Douglas with the rebound, the putback, and Sutton Douglas now has 4. 18-11 the score. Emmy has it, kicks it off to Skylar. Skylar drives, taking it to the cup. Stuffed. As Southeast of Saline steps out with it. Kaya Samuelson ends up with it out of bounds. And the Lady Knights will have it back. Nicole trying to force it to Emmy. It rolls back into the hands of Addie, though. Nicole, top of the key, kicks it right-hand side to Emmy. Emmy drives it down inside. Stuck with it at the baseline. Kicks it back out to Addie. Addie can't do anything with it. Emmy, baseline, driving it around Duran. Kicks it back out to Douglas. Eden tries post up, though. Kicks it back out to Emmy. Her 3 on the way. It's off. And board tore down by Samuelson for Southeast of Saline. Pearson has it left wing. Richards on her. Can't move. Nothing can work. Stuck with it. Kicks it out to Sutton Douglas. Douglas drives it, takes it down the lane. And a blocking foul called on Emmy. Emmy picking up her first personal off the drive by Sutton Douglas. Douglas will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Douglas, a 34% free throw shooter on the season. Definitely not the one they want at the line. As she makes that one, though. Bryn Bouchard checking in for Sharpton. Douglas will get one more chance for Southeast of Saline from the charity stripe. Her free throw on the way. Knocks down both of them. Not the best on the season, but hey, 100% in the second quarter. Douglas, right wing. Brings it back around to the left. Emmy hands it off to Addie. Addie drives it in, kicks it out to Nicole. Another 3 for Nicole. Looked good, rattled out though. Addie poised and hustling down in to try and poke it out. Southeast of Saline has it back though. Samuelson gets the inbound for the Lady Trojans. Parson nearly losing it. Nicole there to try and steal it. Parson gets by her and past the midcourt. Parson in the left wing, drives it around, tries to find Heindrich. Heindrich not home. Addie Lee steals it away and hustles it back down the court. Emmy drives, stuck, kicks it out to Addie. Addie a 3 on the way, off. And Heindrich with the rebound for Southeast of Saline. Duran drives it down the court. Forces it down to Douglas. Douglas, a shot from underneath the basket goes. And Southeast using and utilizing Sutton Douglas early on in this one. 6-2 run for Southeast of Saline. Emmy drives it, kicks it back out. Addie thinks about the 3, keeps it though. 5.5 left to go in the first half. Skylar, right wing, brings it back around to the left. Samuelson guarding her well. Southeast, a 1-4 presence really. As Lee, her 3 off, rebounded though by Bryn Bouchard. Addie drives it back in, kicks it out to Skylar. Emmy now with it, a 3 on the way. It's short and rebounded by Sutton for Southeast of Saline. Pearson throws it down the court to Heindrich. Duran under the basket, stuck with it. Whistle blown. And a travel called on Southeast of Saline as they turn it over for the 3rd time in this second quarter. Lady Knights looking to capitalize off 8 first half turnovers for Southeast of Saline. 4:50 left to go in the first half. 18-15 the score. Sacred Heart on top. Addie has it right wing. Addie just held the 1 point so far, the leading scorer for this team, as Emmy drives it down low, kicks it to Bryn. Bryn can't handle it, kicks it back out to Douglas. 4.5 left to go. Nicole. Right wing stuck, holding it, can't move it, gets it out though. Addie has it. Emmy drives it in, stuck with it, kicks it back out to Nicole. Nicole can't get things to work. She drives it in, stuck with it, can't get it out. Kicks it into the hands of Addie. Lockdown defense by Southeast of Saline as Addie drives it in, gets the basket to go, and Pearson charged with charged with the charging foul on Abigail Pearson as Addie Lee picks up her first personal. The Lady Knights just 2 points in this second. Samuelson crosses over Lee, gets it across the center line. Samuelson drives it into the right wing. Samuelson can't, kicks it out to Getz. Getz drives it baseline, taking it to the cup, and getting the bucket to connect. Taryn Getz gets her first bucket to go. Emmy's three off. Duran with the rebound for Southeast of Saline. 17-18. The Lady Knights leading by 1. As Pearson called with the walk on the right wing. Their 4th turnover of the second quarter. And a timeout called by Southeast of Saline. Just a 30-second timeout. After another turnover by Southeast of Saline, Sacred Heart though on top still by 1, 18-17, 3:23 left to go in the first half. And we'd like to thank some of our sponsors. Sage Products of Salina is your supplier of janitorial products for your business or home, from paper towels to soap and items from ceiling to floor using products from Sage. You can get the same home field advantage at your home or office by visiting sageselects.com. This broadcast is presented in part by Kansas Bankers Technologies, aligning technology, compliance, and community banking. I'm Noah Helgate, Trey Tolley behind the camera. Tonight's game brought to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine. Lady Knights get it off the inbound. 3:19 left to go in this first half. Emmy Lee, top of the key, moves it around to the right. Skylar has it. Skylar kicks it back around to the left. Nicole forces it down to Eden. Addie kicks it back out to Nicole. Nicole, another three on the way, off. Rebounded by Samuelson for Southeast of Saline. The Lady Trojans have a chance to take back the lead. Samuelson gets it in the paint, kicks it back out to Heinrich. Pearson around the horn to Getz. Getz drives it baseline, loses the handle, and Emmy there to steal it away. 10 turnovers in this first half by Southeast of Saline. Douglas taking it to the hoop. Rattles off, gets the unlucky roll, but the senior that averages 76.7% from the free throw line will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul called on Taryn Getz, her second. Sacred Heart just looking for their 3rd point of this second quarter. Misses her first free throw. She'll get one more from the line as Reagan Duran will check back in for the Lady Trojans. Douglas, free throw on the way, gets a lucky bounce. She now sits with 6 as the Lady Knights lead by 2, 19-17. 2.5 left to go in the first half. Heinrich kicks it out to Pearson. Pearson bringing it back around to the right-hand side, kicks it back door to Samuelson. Samuelson losing the handle, tries to save it, kicks it back in, and kicks it in to the student section as Southeast of Saline force yet another turnover in this first half. Defensively, Sacred Heart has made it nearly impossible for Southeast to move much of anything just from the steals and turnovers, really. As Addie, her three short. Stone cold from the three-point line for Addie tonight. Samuelson has it left wing. Kicks it back into the front court. Heinrich around to Douglas. Douglas trying to post up, kicks it back out. Heinrich, top of the key, kicks it down to Pearson underneath the basket. Nice hustle by Pearson as Pearson gets on the board for the first time tonight. 19-19 the score. Minute 45 left to go in the first half. Addy, left wing, walks it around to the right. Nicole has it. Right edge, kicks it back to Emmy, top of the key. Emmy drives it, kicks it back out to Skylar. Minute and a half left to go in the first half. Skylar drives it down in, baseline, stuck with it. Sharpton back out to Emmy. Emmy drives it in, kicks it out to Douglas, a three. Looks good, and it's good. Skylar knocks it down from deep. She now sits with 8 as the Knights take back the lead by 3, 22-19. A minute 7 left to go in this first half. Douglas kicks it back out to Duran. Duran wide open, driving, taking it to the cup. Shot off and saved by Nicole Richards, running and hustling out of bounds to kick it back into the hands of Addy. Addy driving, taking it to the cup. Her shot blocked by Duran. Great hustle by the Lady Trojans as Samuelson kicks it out to Duran. Samuelson's shot from the free throw line off, gets her own rebound, drives it, takes it back to the rim. She's fouled, and will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 as Eden Sharpton charged with her first personal. Samuelson, a 61.1% free throw shooter on the season. Scoreless so far. Knocks down her first, and she'll get a chance for another to chip back closer to the deficit. 22-20 the score. Sacred Heart on top. Make that 22-21 with 38.2 seconds left to go in this first half. Time rolling. Sacred Heart gets it across the center court. Skylar backs it up to the logo. Sacred Heart plans to hold it. Nicole has it. Nicole with 2 big three-pointers in this first half. Emmy kicks it off to Addy. Addy backing it up. 18 seconds. Sacred Heart looks to capitalize. Nicole post up, kicks it back out to Addy. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Emmy drives it, kicks it out to Addy. 7, 6. As they lose it out of bounds, Addy tries to force it to Emmy and turns it over for the third time in this first half. 4.7 seconds left to go in the first half. Southeast of Saline has the chance to take the lead going into intermission. Samuelson kicks it into Duran. Duran back to Samuelson. Samuelson drives it across three-point line, loses the handle, lost time. As Sacred Heart will go into intermission leading 20-2 to 21. We'll take a short break, gather up some stats, and be back with first half wrap-up brought to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine.
Opening our doors in 1999, Salina Surgical Hospital is now 20 years strong. From inpatient stays to outpatient procedures, Salina Surgical Hospital specializes in excellence in surgical services and digestive health care. It is the depth of experience and the abilities of the physicians and nurses at Salina Surgical Hospital that make it the ideal place for high-tech and high-touch to unite. Salina Surgical Hospital is proud to be partially physician-owned, serving Salina and its surrounding communities for 20 years.
Welcome back into the Salina Regional Sports Medicine radio booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera. The number 6 2A ranked team in Class 2A. Sacred Heart leading Southeast of Saline 22-21 in a close, tight defensive battle on both sides of the court. Southeast of Saline was led in scoring by Sutton Douglas. She finished the half with 8. Kaya Samuelson and Reagan Duran, finished with 3 apiece. And Abigail Pearson, Taryn Getz, as well as Charlotte Knopf, all getting on the board and contributing in that first half. All 3 of those players finished with 2 apiece. The Lady Trojans shot 4 for 6 from the charity stripe and committed 11 turnovers in that first half, all forced nearly by Addie and Emmy. Most of them coming not even past midcourt, but Southeast kind of rushing, throwing things out, being rushed to do something quickly. Sacred Heart, though, doing a phenomenal job forcing those 11. Sacred Heart was led in scoring by Skylar Douglas. She finished the half with 9. Nicole Richards with 6. Eden Sharpton with 4. Emmy Lee with 2. And leading scorer for the Lady Knights, Addie Lee, she was held to just 1 as the Lady Knights shot 2 for 4 from the free throw line and only committed and kept things really, really clean in that first half. We'll see if they can do it in the second. Just committed 3 turnovers unofficially in that half as the Lady Knights lead 22-21. We'll take a break and be back. Brought to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there, Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
When the time comes to honor a life, Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Close your eyes.
Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
At Maori Women's Clinic, we're here for women and what matters most to them. From understanding your monthly cycles to growing a family or navigating menopause and everything in between. Our experienced team of OBGYNs include Drs. Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, Rosh, and Jones. Maori Women's Clinic is located in Salina, and we invite you to come experience a team that values expertise, care, and compassion, because you matter more at Maori.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
At Vernon Jewelers, we believe jewelry is more than just an accessory. It's an expression of who you are. It's also a piece of your life that can be passed down through the generations. That's why our expert team is here to listen, understand, and help you find that piece that speaks to your story. We're not just your local jeweler. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners in celebrating life's precious moments. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. In our 141st year, we are not old. We're just really good at what we do.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush in a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
Flush! The freakishly fast frog!
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof. She's full, real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out, quick.
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush in a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic.
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick, kiss me. That stink stuck to my skin.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, good. I can smell other things again.
Welcome back into the Salina Regional Sports Medicine Radio booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera. As we are at the end of intermission, Sacred Heart on top 22-21 at the intermission. If you're just joining us, Sacred Heart sitting at number 6 in Class 2A. Southeast of Saline sitting at number 6 in Class 3A. Southeast of Saline in the sub-state hosted by Haven. Sacred Heart participating in Barina Academies and a very, very stacked, well-played, lots of well-played teams in that. Mountain Ridge is in it. Barina Academy, a huge team. Sacred Heart, Wichita Classical, a bunch of teams fighting for the same thing at the end of the season. As Sacred Heart starts things off with it. Addie Lee has it off in the right corner. Things have not been rolling for Addie. They'll look to her in this second as Emmy drives it down in, kicks it back out to Nicole. Nicole moving it around the right-hand edge, stuck with it, kicks it back to Addie. Addie steps back, kicks it to Emmy. Little pass back and forth. Addie, deep three on the way, off, rebounded by Pearson. Pearson kicks it down to the court to Heindrich. Heindrich stuck, can't do anything with it. Drives it, kicks it out to Duran. Duran double teamed, throwing it away. Addie forcing the first turnover of the second half. As Sacred Heart has it back. Skylar drives it, kicks it out to Addie. Addie losing the handle, having to hustle back to save it. Addie kicks it to the left to Emmy. Skylar drives around Heindrich, kicks it out to Sharpton, loses the handle, and is tipped out on southeast of Saline. 6:55 in the third. Douglas will kick it in for Sacred Heart. Sharpton, top of the key, has it. Sharpton in the wrong spot. There she moves back down low underneath the basket. Sutton Douglas making it nearly impossible to feed it to Eden. As Samuelson pokes it away, steals it, trying to drive it to the cup, and scores off the turnover by Nicole Richards. And southeast of Saline takes the lead by 1, 23-22. Emmy drives it baseline, stuck with it. Kicks it out to Addie. Addie turn around, pops up a three, knocks it down. Things may taking a turn for Addie as she now has 4. Sacred Heart takes back the lead by 2, 25-23. And Coach Carl Hines wanting a 30-second timeout. The official apparel provider for Salina Post sports teams is Messenger Total Promotions. See them in downtown Salina for local high school swag like hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and more. They can custom make anything and also have school items for your car. Messenger Total Promotions in Salina, Minneapolis, and Junction City. Salina Regional Health Center is hiring. See all their open positions and start your new career today with Salina Regional by visiting srhs.com. You're watching courtesy of Kansas Bankers Technologies, your trusted partner in bank-focused IT strategy and compliance. 25-23 the score. Sacred Heart on top. 6:16 left to go in the third quarter. Samuelson drives it into the right-hand side. Quick is the senior. Pearson's three, nowhere near it. Rebounded by Skylar. Skylar Douglas kicks it right to the right. Emmy drives it, kicks it back out to Skylar. Passing it around the edge. Eden gets the feed, holds it, kicks it back door to Nicole. Emmy stuck, drives it in, kicks it out to Addie. Addie, a deep three on the way. Looks good. Knocks down a huge back-to-back from deep range. Shooting over Samuelson, and Samuelson just stood there in shock as Sacred Heart forces another turnover and looks to bounce back in this third. Nicole, right wing, kicks it off to Emmy. Emmy a three, why not? Rattles out, looked good. Is off, rebounded by Duran. Samuelson kicks it down the court. Samuelson's little jumper goes, and Kaya now with 7 for the Lady Trojans. As Emmy drives it in, kicks it out to Skylar. Skylar, nice little jumper up, off. Rebounded by Pearson for southeast of Saline. And a double dribble called on southeast of Saline. Stood there in shock, did not like what she did, but knew she did it. Third turnover as Sacred Heart will inbound it underneath their basket. Nicole kicks it into the top to Emmy. Emmy drives it back down, nearly losing the handle. Nicole a three, off. Eden with the rebound, kicks it back out to Skylar. Skylar tries to kick up a jumper, and she's fouled on the far left side. Abigail Pearson charged with her a second. As Skylar Douglas will go back to the line to shoot free throws. 1 for 2 from her first trip in the second quarter. Skylar, a 76.7% free throw shooter on the season, knocks down her first. As Taryn Getz checks in for southeast of Saline. Some confusion on substitutions. Getz came in for Douglas for southeast of Saline. Douglas knocks down both of them, perfect from the free throw line. Samuelson driving it down the court for southeast of Saline. Kicks it right. Heindrich kicks it to Douglas. Douglas around to Samuelson. Heindrich scoreless so far. Pearson gets the feed, loses the handle, kicks it back out to Heindrich. Her three off, rebounded by Pearson. Pearson driving, loses her footing, and a foul called on Sacred Heart. Zaba Pearson will go to the line to shoot free throws. That foul on Eden Sharpton. Pearson thinking those were shooting, but no, foul was called on the floor. Good call. Underneath the basket, Pearson kicks it out to Duran. Heindrich has it, top of the key. Loses her footing. Emmy Lee charged with the reach-in foul. 3 out of the 5 starters for Sacred Heart has 2 fouls. Skylar Douglas, Eden Sharpton, and Emmy Lee all with 2 fouls apiece. Duran will kick it in from the far side corner. Heindrich trying to get the feed back. Samuelson steals it in and gets the bucket to go. A little sloppy there. As Samuelson, though, has all 6 for Southeast of Saline in this third quarter. Addie kicks it right to Emmy. Emmy drives it inside, stuck. Kicks it back out to Addie. A 3 on the way. Rattles off the right side of the iron and rebounded by Pearson. Pearson will take it down the court for Southeast. Heindrich gets it in the left wing. Moves it back around to the right. Duran kicks it off to Getz. Getz driving, taking it to the cup. Shot off. Sharpton cannot control the rebound. Kicks it back in, though. Pearson underneath the basket, taking it to the cup and scoring. Pearson capitalizing off the sloppy defense by Sacred Heart. Pearson now with 4. Emmy drives it in from the right side, jump steps, turns around, taking it to the cup, off. Sharpton kicks it back out to Addie. As Duran charged with the foul, as Addie kind of slowed up because he wasn't sure if it was tipped or not, but they called it and said, hey, go get it. It was tipped. As Duran picks up the silly blocking foul. That's her first. 3 minutes left to go in the third. Sacred Heart leading by 1, 30-29. Addie kicks it off to Skylar. Skylar bringing it back around the horn. Kicks it off to Emmy. Sacred Heart looking for a bucket. Addie a 3 on the way. Short. Rebounded by Heindrich. Heindrich kicks it out into the court to Pearson. Pearson moving it down the court quickly. Stuck at the right wing. Abba loses the handle. Ball rolling on the court. Samuelson saves it. Samuelson a 3 on the way. Rattles off. Rebounded, battled for, and tore down by Nicole. Nicole kicks it out to Emmy. Addie down the court. Takes the bucket, and one opportunity for the junior in Addie Lee. Great hustle by Emmy, kicking it down court to Addie. Addie one-on-one with Samuelson, driving, taking it to the cup. The bucket goes, and now she'll get an opportunity for an and one opportunity as Addie Lee will go to the free throw line for a free throw. Misses off the front iron, rebounded by Duran for Southeast of Saline. Pearson has it front court. Kicks it off to the left, gets to Heindrich. Heindrich tries to find Duran, does. Duran kicks it out to Getz. Getz a 3 on the way, knocks it down, and it's all tied up. 32 all. Taryn Getz now with 5. 2 minutes left to go in the third. Addie kicks it off to Skylar in the right wing. Emmy now with it, around to Nicole. Nicole looks, scans, kicks it off to Addie. Addie a deep 3 on the way. Another one off, short. Coach Hines not happy with the shot selection. That's Southeast of Saline will take over. 1:45 left to go in the third. Bryn Bouchard checking in for Eden. Sutton Douglas will kick it in for Southeast. Samuelson moving the ball well and quick. Gets it across the center line. Kicks it to Duran. Duran can't get the ball, and Sacred Heart forces the 4th turnover. Sacred Heart in transition. Turnover's been a killer for this Lady Trojans team as Douglas drives, jumper up, off. Douglas with the rebound. Great hustle by her. Addie Lee gets the handle, backs it up, top of the key, 32-32, a minute 10 left to go in this third quarter. Addie kicks it to Douglas. Skylar backing it up. Emmy drives it, takes it to the cup. They pushing foul on the floor. That foul called on Kaya Samuelson. That's her second. As Pearson will check back in for Heinrich. Richards gets the inbound, kicks it to Bryn. Emmy, left wing, drives it in, backs it out, kicks it to Skylar. Top of the key, a three-point over Pearson. It goes. Skylar now with 14 as the Lady Knights take back a three-point lead, 35-32, 40 seconds left to go. Skylar steals it away. Skylar taking it coast to coast, driving it, and called with a foul underneath the basket. Skylar going back to the line for free throws as Reagan Duran charged with her second. Richards going to the line for her fifth and sixth time. A perfect 2 for 2 in this third. Her free throw off the front iron. She'll get one more chance. Reese Heinrich checking back in. Samuelson taking a seat for Southeast. Douglas will get one more chance. Her free throw on the way. Nothing but net on that one. She's hit 4 free throws in 2 quarters. Southeast of Saline gets it across the line. Sacred Heart leading by 4, 36-32. Pearson feeds it down to Douglas. Open shot goes for Sutton as she now has 10 as it's a 2-point ball game with Sacred Heart. Douglas a three. Yes! Skylar Douglas knocks it down from the left wing. Douglas's fourth three. Back to a 5-point game. Shot does not get off in time as the Lady Knights leading once again at the end of the quarter. 39-34 is your score going into the final quarter of play from Sacred Heart. We'll take a break and be back after this, presented to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back into the Salina Regional Sports Medicine Radio booth. Southeast of Saline, we'll start off with it to start this fourth. Samuelson gets the inbound, stuck with it, forces it down to Pearson. Pearson can't control it. And the Lady Trojans starting off with a turnover. Addie Lee gets it stuck in the left wing, hustles it back out, backs it up, and moving the ball well. Emmy. Top of the key. Dribbling over Pearson. Addie has it left wing again. Douglas has it. Douglas drives, kicks it out to Addie. Addie moving the ball around to the right-hand side. Emmy, the freshman with it. Emmy just held the 2. Driving, taking it to the cup. Shot goes, but foul called on the court as Sutton Douglas picks up her first. Another early foul by Southeast of Saline. Douglas looking to inbound it, kicks it in to Richards. Richards Stuck with it, not moving, kicks it off to Skylar. Skylar guarded well by Samuelson. Emmy tries to drive it inside, and another foul called on Southeast of Saline. That foul called on Abigail Pearson. Pearson picking up her third. 39-34, your score. Sacred Heart on top. 7 minutes left to go. Emmy drives it again, and another foul drawn on Emmy. All 3 fouls in this fourth quarter has been drawn by Emmy as Sutton Douglas picks up her second. A little more physical fourth quarter for Southeast of Saline, though, picking up the fouls, crazy fouls. As Skylar drives it, kicks it off. Addie has it back, top of the key. Addie looking at that bucket, keeps it though. No three-point shot for her. Nicole stuck at the baseline, looks to kick it back out. And a 30-second timeout called by Coach Carl Hines with 6:44 left to go. The Lady Knights leading by 5, 39-34. Fans, don't forget to check out our Salina Post Facebook page and Salina Post Sports on Twitter throughout the season to see video highlights from all around the area, proudly presented by Billings Group. We'd like to thank some of the following for their support and continued support: the Kelly Kitchener Shelter Insurance Agency of Salina, the Bennington State Bank, AJ Honey Farms, Dan Goebel at Salina Homes, Higher Scott Mortuary, and APAC Shears. This broadcast is presented in part by Kansas Bankers Technologies, aligning technology, compliance, and community banking. Sacred Heart will inbound it underneath their basket. Nicole kicks the top of the key to Emmy. Addie has it now. Backing it up, moving it up to the left-hand side, kicks it back to the right. Duran nearly poking it out and stealing it. Emmy, though, drives it, takes it to the cup. Her shot off, and a foul called on Emmy, battling and trying to tear the rebound away from Duran, though Emmy charged with her third personal. Great hustle. Just a foul that just had to happen really underneath the basket. Just a little too much contact, and it was called. Samuelson gets it across the line, kicks it into the hands of Reagan Duran. Duran around to Samuelson. Samuelson moving it back around to Douglas. Duran to Pearson. Pearson thinks about the three, keeps it, drives it, takes it to the cup. Nice footwork by Pearson. As Pearson now with 8. 39-36 to score. Nicole kicks it off to Emmy. Emmy thinks about the three, backs it out, gives it off to Addie. Addie post up, drives it down the baseline, kicks it back out to Skylar. Skylar post up, kicks it back. Turn around, lay it, shot off, rebounded by Douglas. Samuelson gets the ball past the midcourt. And lockdown defense important for this possession as Getz takes it, loses the handle. A foul called on the floor as Getz tries to take the shot. Shot doesn't go, gets the rebound. And Emmy now in serious foul trouble. She has 4. With 5:21 left to go in the fourth, Douglas gets the inbound for Southeast. Pearson to Samuelson, a three on the way. It's off and rolls out of bounds. Sacred Heart will take things over. .5:10 left to go in the fourth, 39-36 to score. Skylar kicks the top of the key to Emmy. Emmy drives. Nicole has it, left wing. Eden gets the feed, post up, kicks it back out to Addie. Addie can't shoot it, drives though. Nicole thinks about it, dribbles, takes care of it, drives, taking it to the cup though, loses it. Sharpton tries to kick it back out to Skylar. And a Southeast of Saline foul on Sutton Douglas. Sutton picks up her third, 4th team foul with 4:46 left to go. Richards kicks it into Douglas. Douglas drives, kicks it to Eden. Back out to Emmy. Emmy drives it in, kicks it out to Richards. Trying to utilize Eden. Eden post up over Douglas, and Eden gets the bucket to go. The first score of the fourth. Eden now is 6 as the Lady Knights have a 5-point lead over Sacred Heart. As Pearson's shot off, Sacred Heart now with the 5-point lead has the ball back. Douglas kicks it off to Addie. Richards, right wing, kicks it off to Eden. Back out to Skylar, a 3. Off, rebounded by Douglas for Southeast. Samuelson takes it across the center line. 3:55 left to go. A 5-point lead by the Lady Knights. Douglas kicks it around to Samuelson. Samuelson back to Heinrich. Duran feeds it down to Samuelson and gets the bucket to go. Samuelson now with 11, back to a 3-point game. 3:38 left to go. 41-38 your score. Douglas, top of the key. Backs it out. Looks, scans, can't get anything to work. Richards kicks it to Lee. Emmy Lee on eggshells. She has 4 fouls. 3:15 left to go. Emmy kicks it to Addie. Samuelson nearly poking it away. Addie taking it down to the lane. Her shot off. Rebounded by Pearson. Pearson taking it down the court for Southeast. Heinrich has it, steps up to the line, keeps it, kicks it off to Samuelson. Around to Pearson, a 3. Rattles in. A huge 3 for Southeast of Saline. Abigail knocks down from deep as she now sits with 9 as it's all tied up 41-41. 2:55 left to go in the fourth. You're watching courtesy of Kansas Bankers Technologies, your trusted partner in bank-focused IT strategy and compliance. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera as we are locked in to a huge battle as the number 2 and number 3 teams in NCAA league are at battle tonight. Sacred Heart just sitting with 1 loss. Southeast of Saline with 2. A lot can happen in this one if it goes either way, as Ellsworth sits behind them 4 and 3. Going to be a long, crucial 3 minutes of this fourth. Emmy gets it across the center line. Drives it off, kicks it into the right-hand side. Skylar Douglas has it, top of the key. Skylar stuck, can't move, trying to hand it off. She kicks it off to Emmy. Addie has it, right wing. Samuelson guarding her well. Emmy has it back. Emmy hustles, kicks it off to Skylar, a 3 on the way. Yes! Skylar Douglas knocks down the triple. That's Sacred Heart takes back the lead by 3 with 2:16 left to go. 44-41. Heinrich answers with a 3. Off. Rebounded, gets her own rebound. Pearson thinks about it. She keeps it baseline as a whistle blown on the baseline. That foul called on Nicole Richards. Nicole's just her first. And with 2:08 left to go, the Lady Knights have the lead at 44-41. Sacred Heart has the possession arrow. Southeast of Saline has the ball. 2 minutes left. Duran, right wing, feeds it down to Douglas. Pearson, a shot beyond the free throw line, rattles out. Nicole with the rebound. Skylar has it. A timeout called by Coach Carl Hines with 1:53 left to go. Sacred Heart has the lead 44-41. And Coach wants a full timeout. And we'll take a full timeout with you and be back.
Close your eyes. Now imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
The freakishly fast frog. 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 The freakishly fast frog
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
Douglas kicks it into the backcourt to Addy. Minute 45 left to go. 44-41 the score. Emmy gets the handoff, moves it back around to the left, drives it in, kicks it back out to Skylar. Defense going to be huge in this one. Skylar fouled at the top of the key by Reagan Duran. Reagan picking up her third. Douglas, Duran, and Pearson all set with 3 fouls as Douglas will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And these free throws going to come in huge. As Douglas misses her first, we'll get one more opportunity at the free throw line. Douglas, her second on the way, knocks down, goes 1 for 2. The Lady Knights now lead by 4, under a minute and a half left to go, 45-41. Samuelson drives it, kicks it off to Heindrich, right side. Pearson around to Douglas. Heindrich to Samuelson, a 3 on the way, knocks it down. It's a 1-point game, 45-44 off a huge 3 by Southeast. Douglas kicks it off. Addie Lee has it, a minute left. Addie drives it, kicks it back out. A double team by Southeast of Saline. Emmy, the freshman, kicks it back. Double teamed in the corner. Addie gets it out. Addie again double teamed. Emmy trying to save it. She does. Backs it out, moving it well. Stock kicks it to Skylar. Skylar kicks it back out to Addie. Gonna have to play safe. No turnovers for Sacred Heart. Gonna have to keep it very, very clean. 35 seconds left. Sacred Heart with a 1-point lead. Addie fouled on the far side by Reese Heindrich. Reese picking up her second. 45-44. 31.4 seconds left. Free throws for the Lady Knights. As Addie sets up her first on the way, knocks it down. 2-point lead for Sacred Heart. This shot will make it 3. Her second on the way, gets a lucky bounce, knocks it in, 47-44. Samuelson gets the inbound. Samuelson crosses over, drives it. A whistle blown and a timeout called by Shauna Smith. A full timeout, and we'll take a full timeout and be back with 26 seconds left to go.
Lily Pad Septic.
Oh, hi. I've got a big night planned for Valentine's Day. Candles, dinner, string quartet, and I'm proposing.
Aw, that's amazing.
Yeah, unless this septic smell ruins it. There's a funk in the yard.
Ugh, you're right to call. Cole!
I'm on it, Callie.
The freakishly fast frog!
Hello, sir. Love is in the air, but so is sulfur.
I was going to pop the question on Valentine's Day.
She'd remember it, but just not for the right reasons. I'll jump in and see what's going on.
Cole asked me out for the first time on Valentine's Day.
Well, I hope my proposal goes as well as Cole's did.
Your tank's full, sir, and your drain field's squishy. She deserves a sparkling ring and a clean tank. I've got to tell Callie.
Come home safe, Flush.
If you need a flush and a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
LilyPadSeptic.com.
Thank you both. Wish me luck.
Callie, give me a kiss.
So you can turn back into Cole?
Nope, because I love you.
Welcome back into the Salina Regional Sports Medicine Radio booth. I'm Noah Helgett, Trey Tolley behind the camera, and we have a close one. Sacred Heart leading by 3, 26 seconds left. Southeast to inbound it. Heindrich, top of the key. Samuelson stuck with it, throws up a 3, short off the rim. Skylar with the rebound. A foul on Southeast of Saline. Kaya Samuelson pokes it out, tries to, and sending Skylar Douglas to the line to shoot 2 free throws. 16 seconds left to go in the fourth. 47-44 the score. And they're sending Skylar Douglas to the line for free throws. Her first on the way. Yes, sir. Knocks it down. Lady Knights have a 4-point lead. Coach Hines smiling and grinning ear to ear and wants a full timeout to get things drawn up off this last free throw. We'll take a short break and be back. Brought to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine.
At Maui Women's Clinic, we're here for women and what matters most to them. From understanding your monthly cycles to growing a family or navigating menopause and everything in between. Our experienced team of OBGYNs include Drs. Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, Rosh, and Jones. Maui Women's Clinic is located in Salina, and we invite you to come experience a team that values expertise, care, and compassion, because you matter more at Maui.
When the time comes to honor a life, Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Welcome back into the Salina Regional Sports Medicine radio booth. I'm Manoa Helget. Trey Tolley behind the camera. Tonight's game brought to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine. Sacred Heart has a chance to take a 5-point lead with 15 seconds left to go, and leading the 5-2 Southeast of Saline. Knocks it down. Skylar, perfect from the line. Duran looks to inbound it, kicks it to Samuelson. Samuelson hustles it down the court, kicks it out to Getz. A left-hand three on the way, air ball, rebounded by Skylar. Skylar moving it down the court quickly, crosses midcourt, and fouled by Reagan Duran. And Sacred Heart looking good. 3.3 seconds left to go. 49-44 the score. In Skylar Douglas going back to the line. As Reagan Duran was ticketed with that one. She fouls out with 3.3 left to go. Coach Hines calling it no foul, don't do anything, stay off and let the ball roll. Yes, Skylar knocks down her first, gets one more, her second on the way. Yes, knocks it down. Southeast inbounds it. Pearson crosses midcourt as a buzzer will sound. Sacred Heart takes this one 51-44 and move to 15-3 overall, 6-1 in league play. Southeast of Saline dropping to 14-4, 5-3 in league play. With that win, Sacred Heart takes the command in the league standings and sit at number 1. They're actually tied with Beloit, but Sacred Heart has the tiebreaker. We'll take a short break and be back with final game wrap-up, brought to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine.
Opening our doors in 1999, Salina Surgical Hospital is now 20 years strong. From inpatient stays to outpatient procedures, Salina Surgical Hospital specializes in excellence in surgical services and digestive health care. It is the depth of experience and the abilities of the physicians and nurses at Salina Surgical Hospital that make it the ideal place for high-tech and high-touch to unite. Salina Surgical Hospital is proud to be partially physician-owned, serving Salina and its surrounding communities for 20 years.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Welcome back into the Salina Regional Sports Medicine Radio booth. I'm Noah Helgate. Trey Tolley behind the camera. Sacred Heart wins it 51-44 in a huge league showdown against Southeast of Saline. Sacred Heart moving to 15-3 overall, 6-1 in league play. Southeast of Saline drops to 13-4 overall, 5-3 in league play. Southeast of Saline was led in scoring by Kaya Samuelson. She finished with 14. Sutton Douglas with 10. Abigail Pearson returning, she had 9. Taryn Getz with 5 coming off the bench. Reagan Duran finished with 3. She fouled out late in that fourth. And Charlotte Knopf coming off the bench as well. She finished with 2. The Lady Trojans shot 4 for 6 from the free throw line, and Sacred Heart forced 16 turnovers in the victory against Southeast of Saline. Sacred Heart was led in scoring by the senior Skylar Douglas. She finished with a whopping 26. Addie Lee got things rolling in that second half. She finished with 11. Nicole Richards and Eden Sharpton both finished with 6, and Emmy Lee finished with 2. The Lady Knights shot 12 for 17 from the free throw line. Over 3/4 of those free throws coming in the fourth quarter. Sacred Heart did a phenomenal job trying to draw a foul, get to the line, and make the free throws. They all say free throws win games, and tonight it surely did. 4 turnovers for Sacred Heart tonight in the 51-44 victory. I'm Noah Helgate. Trey Tolley behind the camera. We'll change over to the boys' game as Southeast of Saline looks to take on the undefeated league Sacred Heart Knights. We'll have coverage of the Lady Knights on Friday on the road as they take on the Lady Lions of Minneapolis on Salina Post, brought to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine. We'll take a break and be back with men's action after this.
Opening our doors in 1999, Salina Surgical Hospital is now 20 years strong. From inpatient stays to outpatient procedures, Salina Surgical Hospital specializes in excellence in surgical services and digestive health care. It is the depth of experience and the abilities of the physicians and nurses at Salina Surgical Hospital that make it the ideal place for high-tech and high-touch to unite. Salina Surgical Hospital is proud to be partially physician-owned, serving Salina and its surrounding communities for 20 years.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
When the time comes to honor a life, Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
At Maori Women's Clinic, we're here for women and what matters most to them. From understanding your monthly cycles to growing a family or navigating menopause and everything in between. Our experienced team of OBGYNs include Drs. Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, Rosh, and Jones. Maori Women's Clinic is located in Salina, and we invite you to come experience a team that values expertise, care, and compassion, because you matter more at Maori.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
At Vernon Jewelers, we believe jewelry is more than just an accessory. It's an expression of who you are. It's also a piece of your life that can be passed down through the generations. That's why our expert team is here to listen, understand, and help you find that piece that speaks to your story. We're not just your local jeweler. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners in celebrating life's precious moments. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. In our 141st year, we are not old. We're just really good at what we do.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush in a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
The freakishly fast frog!
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof. She's full. Real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out. Quick.
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush in a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic.
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick. Kiss me. That stink stuck to my skin.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, good. I can smell other things again.
Welcome back into the broadcasting booth. I'm Noah Helgett, Trey Tolley behind the camera. And now we look for the men to try and complete the sweep over Southeast of Saline at home. Southeast of Saline coming into this one 5-11 overall, 4-5 in league play. Sacred Heart sits at 15-2, coming off 2 losses in the Trojan Classic. That first loss coming from Mound Ridge, 64-41, and dropping the third place game to Holcomb, 56-49. Sacred Heart leads the way in league in the NCAA. They set at a perfect 6-0. Beloit 6-1. Their one loss coming from Sacred Heart last week as Sacred Heart traveled to Beloit, defeating them 61-37. Republic County, after them, they sit at 4-4. Southeast of Saline behind them, they sit at 4-5. In Minneapolis, 3-5. Lions sits at 2-5. And Ellsworth behind them, sitting in last at 1-6. Southeast of Saline under the direction of Francis Flax, his second season, but a coach that knows the game of basketball. He'll start a 6'2 sophomore in Kane Sawyers. He averages 3 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 0.8 assists on the season. 6-foot sophomore in his 15th start, Hendrik Lund. He averages 9.2 points, 2.1 rebounds, and 1.3 assists on the season. Isaiah Kerr, a 6-foot senior, averages 4.1 points, 4.4 rebounds, and a 1.9 assist on the season. Will get his start. And the leading scorer and the leading assist leader, a 5'8 junior in Tiernan Potacek. He had a big game against Lions. He had 27 in that contest. The junior leads the team with 15.3 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 3.4 assists on the season. Rounding out the starting lineups for Coach Francis Flack, a 6'3 senior, Adam Teal. Teal averages 11.6 points, leads the team in rebounds with 7.8 and a 1.5 assist on the season. Southeast of Saline, 49.9 points on the season, allowing opponents to 56 as they sit 5-11 overall, 3-4 in league play. We'll take a break, listen to the national anthem, and be back with Sacred Heart starting lineups, brought to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine.
Opening our doors in 1999, Salina Surgical Hospital is now 20 years strong. From inpatient stays to outpatient procedures, Salina Surgical Hospital specializes in excellence in surgical services and digestive health care. It is the depth of experience and the abilities of the physicians and nurses at Salina Surgical Hospital that make it the ideal place for high-tech and high-touch to unite. Salina Surgical Hospital is proud to be partially physician-owned, serving Salina and its surrounding communities for 20 years.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
Welcome back into the Salina Regional Sports Medicine radio booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera. It's the Knights' turn to take on southeast of Saline. As according to the KBCA February 3rd rankings, Sacred Heart sits at number 3 in Class 2A behind number 1 Sterling and number 2 Mound Ridge. Coach Gormley trying to get to 250 wins this season. He's only 3 away. He'll start a 6'1" junior in Noah Hines. He averages 11.8 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 3.1 assists on the season. Luke Colon, a 5'8" senior, averages 6.4 points and 2.3 rebounds. Will Tuttle leading the way. He stands at 6'4", 16.7 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 2 assists on the season. Maddox Wells getting his 18th start. He averages 8.1 points, 2.1 rebounds, and 2.8 assists on the year. Ben Disberger getting his 11th start. He sits at 6'4", averages 4.6 points, 5 rebounds, and 0.5 assists on the season. Games around the league tonight. Beloit traveling to Republic County to take on the Buffaloes. Ellsworth hosting Lions. Minneapolis on a bye. We'll keep a good eye on scores and bring those to you. Brought to you by Salina Ortho of Salina. as Teal and Disberger set to jump to get things started from Sacred Heart. Teal jumps through the sky and gets it. Potacek will take it down the floor for Southeast to start things off. He kicks it off to Lund, around to Teal. Southeast of Saline in their away purples. Sacred Heart in their home whites. Teal, left wing, kicks it out to Lund. Kerr now with it, top of the key, around to Potacek. The leading scorer feeds it down to Teal. Teal, post up on Disberger, loses the handle. Kerr there to save it. Potacek, a three on the way. Looks good, bounces off though. Rebounded by Noah Hines. Hines moving it down to the right side to Colin. Colin turns on the Jets, drives it back out. Tuttle, a three, bounces off. Teal with the defensive board for Southeast of Saline. 2 possessions, no score. Kerr has it for Southeast. He drives it around, kicks it off to the left to Sawyers. Sawyers around to Potacek. Lund has it, top of the key. Southeast moving it left to right. Teal hands it off, sets the screen to Lund. Lund, a three off the iron. And a push off on Southeast of Saline. That foul called on Kane Sawyers. That's his first personal. Sawyers, a 6'2 sophomore. As Maddox Wells gets it across the center line. Kicks it off to Tuttle. High elbow. Tuttle drives it in, stuck, kicks it back out to Wells. Right wing three on the way. Off. Tuttle with the rebound, the putback. It's no good. Rebounded by Tiernan Potacek. 6:25 left to go in the first. No score. Adam Teal kicks it off to Lund. Around the horn to Potacek. Potacek thinks about the three, keeps it, takes it inside, stuck. Kicks it back out to Teal. Lund forces it down to Potacek. Potacek driving, stuck with it in the paint, kicks it back out to Teal. Teal, a deep three on the way, off. This is their second three. Tuttle with the rebound. Wells driving, taking it down into the lane, kicks it back to Hines. Tuttle has it, left wing, drives it into the paint, forces it across the paint, hits the bottom of the rim, and Sacred Heart turning it over for the first time tonight. No score, 5:40 in the first. Teal kicks it around to Sawyers. Potacek has it. Left wing, he drives it inside, step back jumper up, off. Southeast trying to save it, they don't. Sacred Heart will take over, 5:27 left to go in the first. No score. Wells walks it up the court, being guarded by Potacek. Tuttle has it, brings it back around the horn. Drives it in, turn around, one-handed jumper, knocks it down, and the leading scorer on the board first for the Knights. Lund kicks it off to Teal, top of the key. Guarded by Disberger. Teal taking it to the hoop, stuffed, but a foul on Ben as Ben picks up his first personal. Teal will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Teal, a 59.1% free throw shooter on the season, as Dominic Matucci will check in for the Knights. Gannon Jacobson just appearing in his second game of the season. He checks in for Southeast of Saline. Teal misses both of them. Colin with the rebound. Matucci has it right wing, kicks it across the court to Hines. Hines drives, and a foul on Jacobson as he checks in. Jacobson picks up his first. 4:46 left to go. The Knights lead 2-0. Hines throws it across into the hands of Hines. Hines back out. Wells drives it around the right, taking it down the baseline all the way. Off though. Then Southeast with the rebound. Potacek hustling it across the court. Potacek kicks it right. Jacobson has it right wing, feeds it down to Lund. Lund stuck, kicks it back out to Teal around the horn. Potacek a three, short. Rebounded by Colin. Colin in transition. Hands it off to Matucci. Tuttle around to Wells. Another left-handed three on the way. Yes, sir! Maddox Wells knocks down from deep, and the Knights now have a 5-0 lead 4 minutes in. Kerr kicks it off to Lund for Southeast of Saline. Southeast still looking for their first bucket. Kerr wants an answer. Three, no good. Hines with the rebound. Colin has it down the floor. Hines takes it, kicks it back out, and Southeast gets another foul. Isaiah Keir charged with his first, as Dominic Matucci will throw it in from the baseline. He connects to Tuttle. Tuttle drives it. Nice little jumper off, rattles out. Lund, defensive rebound for Southeast. Jacobson taking it down the court. Drives it in the left corner, kicks it back out to Lund. Around the horn to Kerr. Potacek kicks it off to Teal. Southeast moving the ball quickly. Lund forces it down to Jacobson. Jacobson losing the handle, and Sacred Heart will take things over. 3:19 left to go, 5-0 the score. Sacred Heart on top. Wells drives, loses the handle in the paint. Jacobson steals it away. And a turnover off Southeast turns into a turnover off of Sacred Heart. The Knights, 2 turnovers so far in the first. Potacek drives, kicks it back out to Kerr. Kerr a three, off the iron, rebounded by Wells. Wells kicks it down the court quickly to Hines. Hines turn around, taking it all the way. Yes! Noah Hines answers for the Knights in a quick transition. The Knights beating Southeast of Saline, getting back and sending it home. That's a foul called on Colin. That's his first personal. The second team for Sacred Heart, as Ben Mars will check back in for the Knights. Lyric Lilly checking in for the Trojans. Jacobson will throw it in from the far side. Potacek connects. Potacek drives it in. Kerr, right wing, kicks it top to Lilly. Lilly, top of the key. Whistle blown. The foul on Ben Mars. A little push off on the Knights as Ben Mars checks in and fouls right away. It's a third team. 3-team fouls for each team as Jacobson will inbound it, kicks it off to Lilly. Lilly moving it around to the right side, kicks it off to Kerr. Kerr moving quickly, Teal with it, top of the key. Lilly, huge in the last Southeast Sacred Heart game. He had 11 in the defeat at Southeast of Saline. Sacred Heart in transition. Mars under the basket. Yes! Ben Mars coming off the bench and getting things to go. Nice hustle and nice way of getting things back as the Knights now lead at 9-0. Coach Flax wanting a 30-second timeout. As I mentioned earlier, in the first meeting of these two teams, Sacred Heart defeating Southeast of Saline on the road 63-45 in a game where Will Tuttle led the way for Sacred Heart. He had 11. Colton Sprague, the freshman coming off the bench, he finished that one with 11. And for Southeast, in that defeat, Lyric Lilly coming off the bench, he had 11. Lyric Lilly, a 5'10" junior. A great shooter for Coach Francis Flax. Lilly will inbound it for Southeast of Saline. He'll kick it off to Tiernan Potacek. Potacek being guarded by Wells well. Lilly has it, left wing, stuck with it. Dom pressing down the defense. Potacek thinks about the three bucket, keeps it, drives it. His jumper off. Rebounded by Hines. 1:40, Hines. Stuck, kicks it out to Wells. Wells drives it in, kicks it to Tuttle. Right three. Rattles out. Unlucky bounce. And Teal gets the rebound through Southeast. Southeast no score so far in the first. Scoreless as Hines steals it away. Hines kicking it down the court to Tuttle. Tuttle taking it all the way. And the Knights now lead by 11. 11-0, a minute 10 left to go in the first. Jacobson driving. A whistle blown onto the floor as Maddox Wells charged with the foul. It's his first, the fourth team, as they call it on the floor. Luke checking in as well for the Knights. Tiernan will kick it in for Southeast. Swank checking in for the Trojans as well. Tristan Swank, a 6'2 sophomore. As Ben Disberger charged with a foul underneath the basket, trying to take Potacek shot away. Potacek will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws and get Southeast on the board. Potacek, his first free throw, knocks it down. Tuttle will check in for Ben. Ben sitting with 2 fouls in the first. Potacek will go to the line for another. Up on the way, rattles in. Tiernan with all the points for Southeast of Saline. Tiernan, a 62% free throw shooter, knocks down and goes 100% in the first quarter. Hines kicks it out to Cullen, a 3 on the way. No good. Swank with the rebound. He'll kick it to Potacek. Potacek will move it down the court. Swank sets a screen. Potacek rolls around it. Jumper on the way. Boom. All of a sudden, Southeast of Saline went from nothing to now 4. Down by 7 as the Knights lead 11-4. All 4 coming from Potacek. 22 seconds left. Dom holding it. Backing it up. 13. Now 10. Matucci moves it inside. Drives, taking it to the cup. Fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Is that foul called on Tristan Swank, his first personal, as Mason Brown will check in. Dom will go to the line to shoot 2. Dom, a 59.1% free throw shooter on the season. Knocks down his first. He'll get 1 more from the line. 1 for 2. Teal with the rebound. Jacobson has it. Jacobson drives it in the right wing. Shot at the buzzer. Off. And the Knights lead 12-4 going into the second. We'll take a break and be back with the rest of the first half, brought to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Welcome back into the booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera. Tonight's game brought to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine. It's been all Sacred Heart so far in this one as they lead 12-4 to start things off. As Will Tuttle will cross the center line, hustles, drives it in, kicks it back out to Wells. Wells wants to reset things. Go ahead and drive it in, Will. Kicks it out to Mason. Sacred Heart moving it quickly. 12-4 the score. As Dom taking it back down into the glass. Hits the ground hard. He'll go back to the line to shoot free throws. As Hendrik Lund charged with the foul. That's Hendrik's first foul. As Dom will go to the line to shoot 2. His first on the way. Knocks it down. Dom now with 2. Matucci, a 60% free throw shooter on the season. 7:40 left to go in this first half. Knocked down both of them. 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Tiernan takes it down the court for the Trojans. Gets stuck left wing, kicks it off to Jacobson. Jacobson moving quickly, drives it in. Lund, a 3 on the way. Off the iron, rebounded by Tuttle. Matucci gets the handoff, hustles it down the court quickly, kicks it off to Colin. Colin driving it back around. Tuttle with it. Brown, a 3 on the way. Yes, knocks it down coming off the bench. Mason Brown getting his first bucket tonight in the second as the Knights lead 17-4. The bench going crazy when Brown hit that one. Mason, a senior, not getting a lot of playing time, but when he does, he contributes in a huge scale. As Potacek nearly loses it, saves it and kicks it off to Jacobson in the far left corner. Jacobson drives it down the baseline, loses the handle in southeast of Saline, turns it over again. 6.5 left to go in the first half. 17-4 the score. Wells gets it across the center line, drives it down in, kicks it out. Matucci has it, drives it back in, takes it to the glass again, and a travel called. She was trying to draw another foul, but a turnover on the Knights. Just their third, as Teal will check back in for southeast of Saline. Colton Sprague checking in for Sacred Heart. 6:25 left to go in the first half. 17-4 the score. Southeast struggling, getting things rolling to go in the bucket. As Kerr has it right wing, drives it around, kicks it off to Lund. Lund turn around, drives it into the paint. Sawyers hands it off, now Lund with it. Lund driving, forcing it down in, stuck, lowers the shoulder, takes the shot, and Hendricks Lund knocks it down first in the second. 17-6 to score. Just under 6 minutes left to go. Mason Brown has it on the baseline. Stuck, kicks it back out to Tuttle. Tuttle, a deep 3 on the way, looks good, bounces off. Tuttle just with 4. Noah Hines set to check back in for Sacred Heart. Kerr kicks it around to Teal. Teal hands it off to Potacek. Potacek, 3 on the way, nowhere near it. Rebounded by Sacred Heart. Wells down in transition, winning to get back. Sprague has it, top of the key, kicks it to Tuttle. Tuttle drives it down in baseline. Colin, a 3 on the way, off. Tuttle with the offensive board. Tuttle throws it back up, draws a foul, and the senior will go to the line to shoot 2 as Kane Sawyers picks up his second. And the 79.1% free throw shooter on the season will go to the line to shoot 2. Will has 4 so far in the contest. His first on the way, bounces off the back iron. He'll get one more chance to get on the board. Hines checking in for Brown. 5:09 left to go in the first half. Tuttle knocks down his second, goes 1 for 2 from the line. Kerr will take it down the court. Lund drives it, kicks it back out to Teal. Potacek, top of the key. Moves it quickly, drives it in, kicks it back out to Kerr. Kerr kicks it back to Potacek. Potacek driving, one-handed jumper, sloppy, doesn't go. Rebounded by Sawyers. Sawyers, the putback, doesn't connect. And Colin with the rebound for the Knights. Kicks it out to Hines. Hines thinks about the deep 3, keeps it. Wells, why not? He chucks it up. Bounces over the glass. off the rim. A dead ball. It'll go to southeast of Saline with 4.5 left to go in the first half. 18-6 to score. Kerr will throw it into Potacek to get things rolling. 4.5 left to go. Kerr kicks it off to Lund, down into Teal. Teal post up, kicks it back out to Potacek for a right corner three. Off the iron, rebounded by Sprague. Sprague driving it to Colin. Colin taking it to the cup. Knocks it down. A foul called on the floor. Another foul on southeast of Saline. Hendrik Lund charged with his second. As Matucci and Gannon will check back in. .4:14 left to go in the first half. Matucci kicks it in to Tuttle. Hines at the logo, kicks it to the left. Wells around to Matucci. Matucci, a three on the way. Looks good. Knocks it down. Dom. Huge shot for the young man. Nothing but net on that one. Looked good from the release. 21-6 to score. 3:50 left to go in the first half. Lund stuck, drives it, throws up a shot, rattles off. The defensive foul on southeast of Saline, battling for the rebound. Adam Teal charged with his first personal. As Lyric Lilly will check back in for Hendrik Lund. Sacred Heart taking things over. 3:40 left to go in the first half. 21-6 to score. Wells hands it off to Tuttle. Tuttle drives it in. Turn around. Nice slick dribbling and drive by the senior. Will knocks it down, and he now has 7. As the Knights just continue their dominance and look to sweep southeast of Saline for the second time in a row. As Lyric Lilly knocks it down from deep off the left corner. 23-9 the score. Hines drives it down, kicks it across. And last kicked out by the Trojans. Matucci will kick it back in. 3:08 left to go. Tuttle kicks it around to Hines. Hines stuck, hits Sprague, a three on the way. Boom, look good. Colton Sprague getting things rolling for him from deep as he knocks down a huge three. Potacek drives it, loses the handle, whistle blown. As Southeast will inbound it. Teal off the edge, shot off, rebounded by Matucci. Matucci throwing it down to Hines. Look at that. Looks like we're on the football field with that throw. Matucci throwing it down to Hines, and Hines getting it to go as the Knights keep pulling away. 28-9 to score. 2:22 left to go. Lyric drives, jumper on the way, rattles off. Tuttle tearing down the board, kicks it off to Matucci. Tuttle drives it, takes it, kicks it backdoor pass to Sprague. Sprague out to Matucci. Yes, another three for the Knights. As Dom knocks down 2 perfect three-pointers. As the Knights now lead 31-9. Coach Flax wanting a timeout, and we'll take it and be back with 2:03 left to go in the first half.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
Lily a three off the timeout by Coach Flax. Rattles off. Sprague with the board. Tuttle has it right wing. Drives it in. Kicks it to Matucci. Matucci takes it off the glass and scores. Dom having a night as he knocks down a big shot. A minute and a half left to go in the first half. 33-9 the score. Lily throwing it over the head of Potacek. And turns it over off the timeout. Southeast just committing their third turnover unofficially. Sacred Heart will take things over. A minute 18 left to go in this first half. 33-9 the score. Hines kicks it to Sprague. Sprague driving, taking it to the cup. Shot off and stuffed by Potacek. Potacek kicks it off to Lily. Lily feeds it down to Teal. Turnaround stuck with it. Looks for something. Kerr, a three on the way. Bounces off. Tuttle with the board for the Knights. Wells drives, stuffed. Kicks it back out to Matucci. Another three. Yes! Dom, the man, on fire. Having a career night for the Knights against Southeast as the Knights now lead 36-9. 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Kerr with an answer. Isaiah Kerr with his first bucket. 36-12 the score. Wells gets it across the center line. 18 seconds left to go in the first half. Will they get it into the hands of Dom? They will. Dom, step back three. Yes! Dominic Matucci knocks down another huge shot as the Knights take the huge lead, 39-12 at the intermission. Dom smiling, grinning ear to ear. 4 3-pointers for Dominic Matucci in that second quarter as the Knights lead 39-12 at the intermission. We'll take a short break and be back after this.
Opening our doors in 1999, Salina Surgical Hospital is now 20 years strong. From inpatient stays to outpatient procedures, Salina Surgical Hospital specializes in excellence in surgical services and digestive health care. It is the depth of experience and the abilities of the physicians and nurses at Salina Surgical Hospital that make it the ideal place for high-tech and high-touch to unite. Salina Surgical Hospital is proud to be partially physician-owned, serving Salina and its surrounding communities for 20 years.
Welcome back into the Salina Regional Sports Medicine Radio booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera as the Knights lead 39-12 at the intermission. Southeast of Saline in scoring. Tiernan Potacek leading the way. He finished the half with 4. Lyric Lilly with 3. Isaiah Keir with 3. And rounding out the scoring for Southeast of Saline, Hendrick Lund. He finished that half with 2. 4 turnovers for Southeast. And only 4 first quarter points, 12 in the second. Sacred Heart led in scoring by Dominic Matucci. Holy cow. He had 1 in the first quarter and 16 in the second. He leads the way with 17. 4 coming from deep. He finished with 17. Will Tuttle finished the half with 7. Noah Hines with 4. Maddox Wells with 3. Mason Brown with 3. Colton Sprague finished that with 3. And Ben Mars with 2 as the Knights lead 39-12 at the intermission. We'll take a short break and we'll have Coach Carl Hines for an interview over the big win. We're joined alongside Coach Carl Hines. And Coach, we talked a little bit, pre-game, your first sweep of Southeast of Saline. as a head coach at Sacred Heart. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Hats off to the girls in this 51-44 win.
Thank you.
Things have been rolling well for these girls. And, a huge game for Skylar. She finished with 26.
She was massive.
16 turnovers
Yeah.
for Southeast of Saline, unofficially. Southeast, it wasn't easy shots. Sacred Heart made it tough for them.
Yeah, we did. I think, I don't know if we've played them once. We got lucky, I think, at times to beat them down there on their home court. And my hat goes off to their coaching staff and their girls. It's going to be a grind every time you play. There was league implications in a lot of them tonight. They came in here on a 9-game win streak.
Yeah.
And so, we're rolling in off of a Saturday game that is emotionally draining. You win it. I didn't really know what type of response we were going to have. And then in the first quarter, we kind of lit it up. And I thought, okay, here we go.
Absolutely.
But it was a grind. It was a dogfight. It's a classic league battle.
Yeah.
Skylar was huge tonight.
It always comes in fun, and you talk about the response from Saturday.
Yeah.
Tonight just shows the resilience and the toughness of these girls.
Absolutely.
You play Mound Ridge, defending state champs.
Yep.
They were ranked number 1 in Class 2A.
Yep.
Beat them in the championship of the Trojan Classic, and you face Southeast of Saline, a team that in Class 3A, huge. They won the Sterling tournament.
Right.
And things have really turned around for them when Pearson showed back up for them. But things rolled really well tonight defensively, forcing the turnovers.
Correct.
And, Addie didn't have the best first half. You could tell she was just not happy with her performance, but came lights out in the second. She finished with 11.
Yep.
A player that's pretty bummed up, but just the way she shows grinds through her toughness to get things rolling.
And our guards, her and Emmy, and being Addie, Emmy, and Skylar, and even Nicole is starting to get downhill.
Yeah.
We want to get in the paint, whether we're going to shoot a 3 or we're going to shoot a 4-foot or 8-foot jump shot or get all the way to the rim. And they are tenacious. And, the first half was rough. It was a physical game. There were bodies on the floor everywhere, and we just told them, stay the course.
Yes.
You're going to have to. But she hit a couple big ones in the third quarter, and then, I thought, man, it was a game of runs. We were up 5, and then they tied it. And Skylar got some things to go. We're just relentless, I think. But we are mentally tough, and we are definitely riding some momentum. And it's just a matter of keeping it going and keep working on the little things to continually get better. So
it's a fun year to watch Lady Knight basketball, coached by Carl Hines in his 5th season. Coach, with the win tonight, you take the lead in the NCAA.
Yep.
Tied with Beloit.
Yep.
You have the tiebreaker, defeating them on the road, huge in that one.
Yep.
As we continue league play, as we go back on the road Friday, back to my alma mater in Minneapolis to take on a Lady Lions team.
That's correct, and they're going to be ready to go. Coach Weatherman does an outstanding job with them, and we're going to have to, be really good on Friday. And then we get Lions next Tuesday, but we get Beloit and Ellsworth right here at home. We played those 3 games, Southeast, Beloit, Ellsworth on the road. Now we get them at home, and, we found a way to win tonight. And again, my hat goes off to Southeast. I really respect how they do things. They go about things the right way, and they're a good team. And
enter the gauntlet and perform.
Yep, and they can challenge in 3A state. So I firmly believe that. So.
A fun night, Coach. Thanks for the interview. Congrats on the big win. We'll look forward to Minneapolis. We'll let you go so we can watch and not get dodged by a duck. How's that?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep, thanks a lot. With that, we'll take a break and be back with the rest of the second half of the men's action, brought to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there, Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
Welcome back into the Salina Regional Sports Medicine radio booth. I'm Noah Helgett, Trey Tolley behind the camera. Tonight's game brought to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine. 39-12, your score at the intermission. Sacred Heart on top. Dom Matucci leading the way. 4 3-pointers in that second quarter. He finished the half with a whopping 17, leading the way tremendously for Sacred Heart in this one. That's southeast of Saline. We'll start things off. Potacek will get the inbound pass, kicks it off to the right into the hands of Teal. Teal around to Lund. Lund stuck, kicks it off to Sawyers, back around to Potacek. Potacek couldn't get things rolling, kicks it back off to Lund. Potacek drives it in. Lots of ball movement for southeast of Saline in this one. Lund driving, lowering a shoulder, shot off. Teal with the rebound, a jump ball. And the arrow going to Sacred Heart. Teal couldn't command and control underneath the basket. Sacred Heart catching advantage, getting a hand on it, and a jump ball. The arrow going to Sacred Heart. Wells drives it down in transition, shot off, nowhere near it. Adam Teal with the board for southeast of Saline. Potacek top of the key. Bounce passes, kicks it off to Teal. Teal around to Kerr. Kerr moving quickly, kicks it back off to Sawyers. Kerr driving it around the horn, kicks it back off to Sawyers. Right wing. Lund around to Kerr. Tacek now with it, left corner. No score. Minute 15 gone by in the third. Tacek wants an answer. He drives, taking it, and knocks Disberger down, Ben picking up his third. Ben 3 fouls. Hasn't shot tonight. Tacek misses his first. Get one more from the line. Tacek knocks down his second. 6:40 left to go in the third. 39-13 your score. Southeast pokes it out. Sacred Heart will inbound it underneath the basket. Cohen kicks it in. Tuttle has it top of the key. Disberger sets the screen. Tuttle drives it around, kicks it off to Wells. A three. Rattles off. Disberger with the rebound. The putback stuffed by Teal. Kerr kicks it on out to Lund. Lund driving it around the right. Potacek kicks it back out to Teal. A three from the top, off. Rebounded by Tuttle. Hines hustling, moving it down the court quickly. Hines gets it back. Throws it across to Tuttle. Tuttle, a three from the left wing. Off, gets his own rebound, driving it, taking it all the way. And he'll get a chance for two from the free throw line. Nice hustle coming off the edge by Will. Is that foul call on Kane Sawyers? Kane picking up his third. Will Tuttle, a 79.1% free throw shooter on the season, misses the first. He'll get one more opportunity. Knocks down to that one. Now with 8, Will has Potacek. Has it off the handoff by Kerr. Potacek turn around, taking it. Shot short, rebounded by Wells. Wells kicks it down to Hines. Hines taking it all the way. Knocked down, shot doesn't go. Hines will go to the line to shoot a couple. Teal charged with his second. Hines, his first free throw on the way, rattles off. A little free throw struggle for the Knights here in the second half. Hines averages 78% from the free throw line. Misses both of those, rebounded by Kerr. Kerr takes it, dribbles it a few steps, kicks it off to Potacek. Potacek drives it around to the left to Hendrik Lund. Kerr, right-handed three on the way. Boom, knocks it down. And has Southeast on the board in the third. Hines gets the pass, kicks it across to Cohen. Left wing three off. Potacek with the rebound. Potacek moves it quickly, throws it in front of Kerr. Kerr cannot control it. And Southeast turning it over for the second time here in this third quarter. 40-16 your score. 5:15 left to go in the third. Tuttle off the high elbow, drives it into the paint, kicks it back out. Wells a three, looks good, bounces off the iron though. Rebounded by Adam Teal for Southeast of Saline. Kerr kicks it off to Lund. Lund nearly getting it poked out by Tuttle. Kerr, left wing, has it. Lund struggling to get it moving. Stuck with it. Kicks it back off to Kerr. Potacek scoops it up, feeds it to Teal, turns it over. Hines in transition. Hines handed it off to Disberger. The charge on Noah Hines. Hines picking up his first. As Noah Hines will take a seat. Dom checking back in for the Knights. He sits with 17 of the 40 for Sacred Heart. Patacek kicks it off to Lund, around to Kerr. Sawyer's around. Southeast moving it around on the outside. 4:10 left to go. Sawyer's a deep three off. Rebounded by Wells. Throws it down the court to Cohen. Cohen driving, forced and turned over. Southeast forcing the turnover. Cohen, though, stealing it back, taking it to the cup, and scoring for the first time tonight. Luke with a huge steal. 42-16 the score. 3:40 left to go in the third. Sawyers kicks it off to Patacek. Teal are on around to Kerr. Swank and Jacobson set to check back in for the Trojans. 3.5 left to go in the third. Patacek drives, post up on Wells, takes it. A little one-handed jumper from the left side. Off and fouled by Maddox Wells. Maddox picking up his second. The third team as Jacobson, Lilly, and Swank checking in for Southeast of Saline. As Patacek misses his first. Colton Sprague will check in for the Knights. Patacek will get one more chance. 72% free throw shooter, rattles out, misses both, rebounded by Tuttle. Tuttle throwing it down the court.
Time comes to
Cohen.
honor life. Hire Scott Mortuary.
Nearly taking the scores table out. The mouse was clicked for ads. We had to pause it. We're in game time now. Matucci inbounds it. Matucci throws it down to Disberger. Disberger, nobody home to get it. And Southeast forces another turnover. Patacek, a right wing three, rattles off and out. Matucci hustling it back down the court. Drives, takes it to the cup. Yes, sir! Dom takes it all the way and gets the bucket to go. As the Knights lead by 28. 2:40 left to go in the third. Running clock after 30 in the fourth. Jacobson's three off. Tuttle with the rebound. 2.5 left to go in the third. Tuttle takes it down the court. He'll try and take it all the way as it's poked out. Tuttle loses the handle. That's what I thought. It looked like a tip. Jacobson poking it out when Will leading into the lane. One called Southeast of Saline ball. The other on the edge saw a little more and told him it was tipped. They agreed on a tip ball, and it'll stick with Sacred Heart. Matucci inbounds it to Tuttle. Tuttle post up in the lane. One-handed shot off. Lilly with the rebound. He'll take it down the court for Southeast. Kerr around to Lilly. Left wing. Driving it back around to the right edge. Teal has it. Swank, right wing, stuck with it. Three on the way, sends it, knocks it down. All smiles for the sophomore coming off the bench, Tristan Swank, getting a three, his first bucket of the night. 1:40 left to go in the third. Tuttle stuck in the paint, backdoor pass to Disberger. And a foul on the floor by Jacobson. Jacobson picking up his second. Off the foul on Ben Disberger. Matucci will inbound it for the Knights. Minute 39 left to go in the third. A 44-19 the score. Tuttle, deep three on the way. Not. Rattles off and rebounded by Teal. Jacobson turning on the Jets to move it down the court. Hands it off, kicks it to Lilly. Swank around to Teal. Teal feeding it down to Jacobson. Swank, a backdoor shot. Knocks it down, and Swank all of a sudden sits with 5. Tuttle kicks it off to Wells. Wells drives it, stuck, kicks it back out to Matucci. Matucci, a 3 on the way. Short, rebounded by Wells. Wells backs it up. Loses the handle on the baseline. And turns it over. Sacred Heart's just third turnover of this third quarter. As the Knights lead 44-21. 56 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Lilly gets it down the court. Hands it off to Teal, around to Kerr. Kerr feeds it to Jacobson. Jacobson takes it to the cup, off, rebounded by Tuttle. Tuttle gets it out, kicks it to Colin. Colin force feeds it to Wells. Wells a 3, rattles out. Sprague with the offensive board. Sprague gets it back on the right wing. Tuttle has it top of the key. Drives, loses the handle, gets it back. Sprague a 3 on the way. Boom! The freshman Colton Sprague gets his third 3 bucket to go. The Southeast of Saline has it back. 6 seconds left. Swank has it at the 3-point line. Another 3 on the way. Off. Tuttle with the rebound. And a foul at the buzzer. We'll see what they do with that. They'll just call it off. Yep, it looks like they'll just call it off into the third as the Knights lead 47-21 going into the final quarter of play. We'll take a break and be back after this.
In Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
At Maori Women's Clinic, we're here for women and what matters most to them. From understanding your monthly cycles to growing a family or navigating menopause and everything in between. Our experienced team of OBGYNs include Drs. Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, Rosh, and Jones. Maori Women's Clinic is located in Salina, and we invite you to come experience a team that values expertise, care, and compassion, because you matter more at Maori.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Welcome back into the Equity Bank Broadcasting booth. 47-21 the score. To start the fourth quarter off, Southeast of Saline has it at the center court. Kerr will throw it in to Lilly. Sprague, Cohen, Mars, Brown, and Tuttle all on the floor for the Knights. Kerr kicks it off. Hands it to Kerr. Kerr 3 off. Tuttle with the rebound. Sprague gets it across the center court for Sacred Heart. Kicks it off to Tuttle. Tuttle drives, loses the handle, gets it back. Takes it to the cup. Jumper on the way. Knocks it down to get the fourth started. He has 10. And with that shot, Will Tuttle, the senior, knocks down his 1,000th career point. The senior taking a seat Congratulations to the senior in Will Tuttle. What a milestone for the senior as he just knocked down his 1,000th point of his Sacred Heart career. Kudos to that guy. 49-21 the score, 7:10 left to go. Lilly kicks it around to Swank. Teal, a corner three on the way. Rattles out. Sprague with the rebound. Sprague kicks it to Cohen. Right wing. Feeds it down to Sprague. Sprague taking it. Count the bucket. And the freshman will go to the line to shoot a free throw. Count the bucket. Nice shot by him. 51-21 the score. Running clock in the fourth. Past 30 as Sprague misses the free throw. Ben with the rebound, the putback. Yes, sir. Ben getting on the board in the fourth. 53-21 the score. 6.5 left to go. Leo Dorsweiler will check in for the Knights, as well as Sawyers, Potacek, and Lund for Southeast of Saline set to check in. Colton Sprague kicks it to Cohen. Cohen right wing. Throws it across to Mars. Mars bringing it back around. Jacobson steals it away from Sprague. Jacobson driving it down, taking it. Shot nowhere near. Sloppy shot by the sophomore. Cohen a three, off. Rebounded by Swank. No score for Southeast so far as Isaiah Keir answers and gets the bucket to go and goes to the line to shoot a free throw. Luke Cohen, Luke charged with his second. Isaiah Kerr will go to the line. Kerr, a 36.4% free throw shooter on the season. His free throw on the way, knocks it down. Mason Brown, Colton Sprague, Ben Mars, Cruz Carrico, and Leo Dorsweiler all on the floor for the Knights in the closing 5 minutes. Sprague drives it around, kicks it off to Mars. Mars left wing, driving it back around to the right, kicks it off to Sprague. Sprague drives. Mason Brown with it now. Mason taking it baseline. Carrico, top of the three. Three on the way. Looked good. Rattled off. And rebounded by Southeast of Saline. Lund has it left side. Kicks it around the horn. Potacek. Stuck and called with the travel in the paint to Southeast of Saline, turning it over again in the fourth. 4:20 left to go, a running clock. 53-24 the score, the Knights on top. Sprague kicks it off to the right, Dortzweiler. Drives it, stuck with it, kicks it back out. Carrico around to Sprague. Mason Brown has it, loses the handle. Lund steals it away. Driving, taking it all the way. Can't do it, kicks it off to Teal. Teal shot off. Kerr with the putback and the score. Sacred Heart has the ball back, 3:40 left to go. Dortzweiler kicks it off to Sprague. Brown around to Dortzweiler. Knights getting some bench players, some minutes. Sprague, a three from deep, knocks it down. And the Knights back up to a 30-point lead with the big bucket by Colton Sprague. Isaiah Keir answers off the edge and gets the bucket to go. All 8 points in the fourth quarter from Southeast of Saline coming from Isaiah Kerr. 2:50 left to go. Sprague drives, kicks it to Mars. Mars will drive it around, stuck, kicks it down to Brown. Brown, one-handed shot off the edge, gets it to go. Kind of just a shot he threw up, wasn't sure what was going to happen, and he gets it to go. As Tyson Keller, Edgar Calzada, and Tristan Swank all checking in for Southeast of Saline in the closing minutes of this one. Keller kicks it around the edge to Sawyers. Lund has it left wing. Calzada posting up, driving, kicks it out to Keller. Keller a three, off. Swank battling for the rebound, the putback. And Swank, the sophomore, getting some points to go. He now has 7 with 1:45 left to go. Sacred Heart in command of this one with a running clock in the fourth. Mason Brown a three. Ho, 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 splashes. All smiles for the senior coming off the bench as he knocks down a three. He now has 8. Lund a three. Little splash back and forth on both sides. 58-33 the score. Sprague gets it across. Brown sets the screen. Brown kicks it out to Carrico. Carrico a three. Looked good, didn't go. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it back out to Sprague. Dortzweiler around to Mars. Mars a three. Off. Brown with the rebound. The putback. No good. Southeast of Saline with the rebound. Calzada a deep three on the way. Knocks it in from deep. Looked good. Threes on both sides, all in this fourth. Crazy. Time ticking, time rolling. 58-36. Sprague kicks it to Brown. Brown stuck, kicks it out. Carrico drives baseline, stuck underneath. Shot blocked by Sawyers. Southeast of Saline. Calzada driving, taking it to the cup. A quick 5. 14 seconds left, time rolling. Sacred Heart looking good in this one. As time will expire and the Knights will win this one 58-38. And a big time league victory for Sacred Heart. Moving to 16-2 overall, 7-0 in league play with a 58-38 victory. We'll take a short break and be back with final game action brought to you by Salina Regional Sports Medicine.
Opening our doors in 1999, Salina Surgical Hospital is now 20 years strong. From inpatient stays to outpatient procedures, Salina Surgical Hospital specializes in excellence in surgical services and digestive health care. It is the depth of experience and the abilities of the physicians and nurses at Salina Surgical Hospital that make it the ideal place for high-tech and high-touch to unite. Salina Surgical Hospital is proud to be partially physician-owned, serving Salina and its surrounding communities for 20 years.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back into the Salina Regional Sports Medicine Radio booth. Sacred Heart victorious 58-38 in a blowout win over the Southeast of Saline Trojans. Southeast dropping this one and moved to 5-12 overall, 4-6 in league play. Sacred Heart moving to 16-2 overall, 7-0 in league play, and stay at the number one spot in the NCAA. Southeast of Saline was led in scoring by Isaiah Keir. He finished with 14. Tristan Swank with 7. Hendrik Lund, Tiernan Potacek with both with 5, as well as Edgar Calzada coming in, checking in. He had 5 in the defeat. Lyric Lilly finished with 3. The Trojans shot 4 for 9 from the free throw line and turned it over 9 times. Sacred Heart led in scoring by Dominic Matucci. He finished with a 19. Coming off the bench, a great game by him, having a huge second quarter. Colton Sprague, the freshman, coming off the bench, contributing 11. Will Tuttle finished with 10. His last shot hit 1,000 career points for the senior. Huge shout out to him. And we'll have an interview with Will after the interview with Coach Brian Gormley after this. Mason Brown led with 8. Noah Hines finished with 2. Luke Cohen, Ben Disberger, and Ben Mars all 3 finished with 2 as well. We're joined alongside Coach Brian Gormley. Coach, big win. Back in league play, things went rolling. You know, a Southeast of Saline team struggled throughout the year. Jacobson came back, and you knew the way things would kind of turn with Jacobson. Jacobson not necessarily 100% by any means, but the way he comes back in for Southeast and kind of contributes, how do you stop Jacobson? I mean, it seems impossible, the size and quickness he has.
Yeah, well, you know, he's a 19-7 guy as a junior last year and definitely one of the 5 best players in our league. You know, it was unfortunate for him about the injury, but it's good to see him back here. You know, we watched the scout film against Ellsworth. He checks on the game around 4:30 left in the first quarter. By 4:22, he gets trapped in the corner, throws a dime to Potacek on a cut for a little 10-footer, and you could just see the energy from Southeast change because they knew they had their guy back.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I know Coach Flax wants to get some games under his belt, And, good luck to him the rest of the way. He's a guy who deserves to be able to get out here and play some basketball.
Absolutely, a guy that has coached just 2 years at Southeast of Saline, but a guy that knows the game of basketball. It's a little slower start to the first quarter, and then Dominic Matucci shooting lights out, shot 16 in the second quarter. A third quarter, not pleased with the third quarter with 8 points, and then finished things off with a huge victory tonight.
Yeah, we came out and moved the ball really well. We went 0 for our first 4, but I liked every shot. I liked every possession. The ball moved. We found the right guy at the right time. And then sometimes it's just a matter of, okay, that shot didn't fall, but and then finally they did. And obviously Dom shot the ball incredibly well. I mean, it's nice when you get your 6th and 7th man contributing 30 points off of the bench.
Yeah.
That's going to win a lot of high school basketball games. And Mason Brown and Ben Mars came in.
Mason had a phenomenal game. He finished with 8.
And Ben comes in, he runs the floor well. He spaces off our guys. Noah Hines was just diming everybody up, and he got Ben one early right there. So it was just a total team effort. It was obviously nice to see Will hit that 1,000. I mean, he's big time scorer in 2A basketball, and we got things to do though, Noah. And we're looking forward to Minneapolis on Friday and finishing out league and getting ready for Sub-State.
And getting a big gauntlet with Ellsworth again, Beloit again, Republic County again. Teams, setting a little behind in league, but teams that you don't know how they'll approach things. Republic County with Coach Sheets, the way they kind of played here, things went well for them, didn't go well, but just the league. Records may not show it, but you know what they bring to the table.
Yeah, right now our total focus is on Minneapolis on Friday night, and it's a good atmosphere, fun gym to play in, and so we'll go down there and just try to keep playing well.
Go home to the alma mater on the road as Sacred Heart closes out the week on the road at Minneapolis. Coach, thanks for the interview. Good luck Friday. We look forward to it.
Thank you.
With that, we'll take a short break. Wait for Will to come over and have a little interview, talk about his big career milestone. We'll take a short time out and be back with another interview. The sharpshooting Will Tuttle after this.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
When the time comes to honor a life, Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
At Maui Women's Clinic, we're here for women and what matters most to them. From understanding your monthly cycles to growing a family or navigating menopause and everything in between. Our experienced team of OBGYNs include Drs. Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, Rosh, and Jones. Maui Women's Clinic is located in Salina, and we invite you to come experience a team that values expertise, care, and compassion because you matter more at Maui.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Welcome back into the Salina Regional Sports Medicine Radio booth. I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera. Sacred Heart winning 58 to 38, and we're joined alongside a popular man tonight, Will Tuttle. Congratulations on the big milestone, scoring 1,000 points. if I would have had something down, I went crazy when you did it because I heard the athletic director say something. Just congratulations on that. What's that mean to you in your career at Sacred Heart?
It means a lot. It feels great to get 1,000 points, but definitely most important thing is the team bouncing back after 2 rough losses and getting 2 big wins and sweeping Southeast.
You know, absolutely. You know, the way things, and I told Coach Gormley, I said, these guys, the record shows a bounce-back game like the Beloit game. In this game, for instance, coming off a loss with Holcomb and Mountain Ridge from the Hillsborough tournament. But you guys adapted really, really well. You had a phenomenal tournament performance. Congratulations on that. I'll keep it short, though, but we look forward to Minneapolis, and you guys have a strong road ahead moving on forward.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Will.
Yep.
Congratulations again. We look forward to calling you in Minneapolis on Friday. With that, I'm Noah Helgett. Trey Tolley behind the camera. We say goodnight from Salina and be back in Minneapolis on Friday.